Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Exploring the World with Skylife Traveler, where we don't just explore destinations but also deep dive into unique cultures of different countries, their lifestyles, traditions, and stories from around the world. In my previous vlog, I showed you the Tesla's full self-driving mode, but in this vlog, I'm going to share something totally unique with you people. When we think of America, what's the first thing that comes in our mind? High-tech cars, busy workdays, huge supermarkets, drive-through for food, and skyscrapers. It's a lifestyle built on technology and efficiency. But in the very same country, there's a unique place that's called the Amish Village. The Amish people are a traditional Christian community known for living a simple, technology-free lifestyle. They originated in Switzerland and Germany in the 17th century and later migrated to North America. They still travel by horse-drawn buggies, write letters by hand. Their homes are powered by solar panels. They don't have electricity. They don't use any electronic appliances nor any gadgets like cell phone, laptops. They are recognized for their plain clothing, handmade and modest dresses, farming and handcraft work. They still use donkeys, mules and horses for farming. The whole family works together on the farm, be it father, mother, kids and elders. Today there are around 4 lakh Amish community people worldwide. Most of them live in the US, but some have moved to Canada and yes, even to Bolivia in South America. Amish people don't use bank loans or credit cards. Their economy is entirely cash-based. Despite living in modern countries like US, they intentionally avoid technology, just to preserve their values of simplicity, discipline, and self-sufficiency. You will step into a world where time seems to have stood still. Here there are no cars, no smartphones, no Wi-Fi. You can only witness an entirely unique culture and way of living in the middle of United States. Let's quickly take a tour of this Amish village located in the Pennsylvania district. Now we enter into the Amish village. This is the entrance. The Amish village offers spacious and convenient parking within the premises. And this is where the tour starts. And these are the buses in which they will take us for the tour. Let's quickly go inside and see what they offer. Welcome to the Amish village, an authentic look into the Amish way of life. So this is what they offer. The Amish House and Village Ground Tours. The premium package includes everything: the house tour, bus ride, schoolhouse, blacksmith workshops, and watching the barn animals. They charge around $33 per person for all this inclusive tour. This 90-minute bus rides take you deep into the Amish country, past homes, barns, and their farmlands. Your guide shares stories about Amish traditions, family life, and how they balance modern society around them.
What's inside of that?
On.
Is that a church carrier?
That rectangle, like right next to those buggies, you see there's like this, like a rectangle thing right there. So it's, yep. So what they had in there were benches. When you guys do the house tour later, when you guys know, when you're on the first tour, when you do the house tour, you're what's called the sitting room, and you'll be sitting on Amish benches that are used for a church service. And we actually have one of these on our property, so you might have read it. That's why I'm guessing you might have known. And so when they take turns hosting the service, they transport it with that vehicle right there. So this family here today, they had the service. Service is over, and then the guys get together, they take the benches, they put it inside that white vehicle there. Yep, corn. And so if you come here at the end of the summer, for example, like in August, on both sides of this road here and other roads, you'll see corn like up to here. I mean, literally, you'll see like a wall of corn looking at you. Right now, great time to be here because you can see off in the distance. There's a buggy over there. See all the, you see all the reflectors on that thing? Can you see that? The buggy is in the garage. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So when I see that buggy, I can tell you something about that. That belongs to an Amish teenager. That's not Dad's buggy or Grandpa's. That's the teenager's buggy. Not allowed to use a bicycle. They have to use scooters. Okay. Why not a bicycle? I'll explain that to you guys in a few minutes. I want to start by talking about technology with electricity. Okay, there's their buggy over here. Yep. That's more like Dad's buggy. He doesn't have an overabundance of reflectors on there. That's probably more like the Dad's buggy there. Yeah, so okay, so like I said, on the house.
The Amish do not use
talk
electricity
about-
from public power lines, primarily to maintain their separation from the modern world and its influences. This decision, made in the early 20th century, helps to preserve their close-knit community and traditional way of life. They believed that readily available electricity could lead to distractions and erode their community values. However, they do selectively use electricity generated through alternative means like the diesel generators, batteries, and solar panels for certain tasks, especially if they're in the businesses.
And that's why a lot of the buggies are they're all leaving the service right now. They're all kind of bailing out of here. Okay. And wave tie. And young guy here. He wave tie, good. Okay, the guy's on a scoop, shrink the size of your world. Okay, here comes another horse and buggy towards us. Okay, this is definitely Dad here. He's waving hi, that's nice, good, 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 good. Look at the back of his buggy. See how plain it is in the back? See? He's not cool. He's not cool like his son. Okay, couple Amish girls.
It was a Sunday when we visited, so most of the Amish families were returning after church services. This is the rail museum nearby the Amish village. You can even visit there. Amish children don't go to government schools. They study their own community-run one-room schoolhouse. They study only till the 8th grade. They'll also show you a quick house tour of what kind of dresses they use, what kind of equipments they were using. Once you complete the house tour, there's an animal barn nearby where you can watch these cute miniature horses, some hens, and donkeys, and few other animals. Oh, that's Jackie. There are a few donkeys here. That's another small pony kind of horse. You can purchase food from the nearby counters and feed them as well. Oh, there's a mule outside, 2 mules were there. You can see people feeding them. It's a few bucks or few dollars you can purchase it for, and you can feed them if you need. As you explore nearby buildings, you can also see a one-room schoolhouse. That's a model schoolhouse. You can see many house carts like this. There's also a children play area. They even have a blacksmith shop. This is where Amish people used to work. They make horseshoe and other horse buggy equipments here. You can even purchase these horseshoes if you need one. Just place some dollars in this box and you can pick up one here. Once you come out, they do have a marketplace nearby. That's the next building. This is the Amish Marketplace. As soon as you step into the marketplace, it feels like stepping back in time. These stores are simple, cozy, and filled with handmade products. No fancy branding, no technology, just pure craftsmanship and tradition. Here you will find homemade breads, pies, pickles, jams, and farm fresh produce. Everything is made from scratch with simple ingredients. And trust me, the smell of freshly baked bread is irresistible. For visitors, there are plenty of souvenirs like wooden toys, lanterns, and handmade soaps, leather belts, and more. This region has some of the richest farmland in the world. That's why people selected this area in the US. Perfect for the Amish lifestyle of farming and simplicity. And this is where the tour ends. Finally, once we complete, we can go out from this gate. Every item tells a story about Amish life and their dedication to simplicity. Would you all give up technology for this peaceful, simple life like the Amish? How many hours can we all stay without our mobile phone? Share your thoughts in the comment section, guys. If you like this video, please give it a like. And for more videos like this, do subscribe to my channel. See you all in my next vlog. Thank you, everyone.